They told these women to stand behind their husbands, to smile for the cameras, to stay quiet, to be grateful. Instead, they built hospitals, founded billion-dollar fashion empires, ran luxury hotel chains, funded scholarships for 250,000 children, launched philanthropic movements that reshaped entire continents. These are not women who married into power. These are women who redefined it. This is the story of the 10 most powerful Black wives who broke every rule of wealth and built legacies that will outlast all of us. Number 10. Titi Adenuga, wife of Nigerian billionaire Mike Adenuga. Estimated family. Net worth, $7+ billion. We start in Lagos, Nigeria, home to one of the most quietly formidable women on this list. Mike Adenuga is Nigeria's second richest man, with Forbes estimating his net worth at over $6 billion, having built his fortune through oil and the global telecom empire, Nigeria's third largest telecom operator. But beside him stands Titi Adenuga, a woman who attended the prestigious Obafemi Awolowo University and chose to pour her energy not into public spectacle, but into family, community, and private philanthropy. In a world obsessed with noise, Titi Adenuga chose impact over attention. She represents a truth that powerful women across Africa understand. Wealth wielded quietly is often the most durable kind. And when your household controls $7 billion, quiet is its own kind of thunder. Number 9. Felicia Horowitz, wife of Silicon Valley billionaire Ben Horowitz. Household net worth, $1+ billion. When most people think of Silicon Valley billionaires, they don't picture a Black woman at the center of it all. Felicia Wiley grew up in a working-class family in Los Angeles, attended UCLA on her own merit, and met Ben Horowitz, future co-founder of the legendary venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz, on a blind date. Ben Horowitz's firm manages over $35 billion in assets, placing the couple firmly in billionaire territory. But Felicia's power isn't measured in fund size. She built her own legacy in philanthropy and community leadership, becoming one of the most influential Black voices in the heart of Silicon Valley. She didn't just marry into the room, she helped shape the man the room listens to. In an industry that has historically excluded Black voices, Felicia Horowitz's presence, quiet, consistent, and purposeful, is its own kind of revolution. Number 8. Dr. Awele Elumelu, wife of African banking titan Tony Elumelu. Household net worth, $700+ million. Tony Elumelu is one of Africa's most celebrated business leaders, chairman of United Bank for Africa, founder of the Tony Elumelu Foundation, and one of the continent's most powerful voices in entrepreneurship, with a personal fortune estimated at over $700 million. And standing alongside him is Dr. Awele Elumelu, a medical doctor, public health advocate, and philanthropist in her own right. Together, Tony and Awele have solidified their influence in economics and healthcare, emphasizing transformative leadership and philanthropic work that reaches across the African continent. Dr. Awele's dedication to healthcare, and particularly to maternal and child health, represents the kind of leadership that doesn't always make headlines, but changes lives in ways that outlast any business deal. She didn't just sit at the table. She built a clinic. Number 7. Sheila Johnson, co-founder of BOT. Personal net worth, $1 billion. Some women on this list broke rules by supporting their husbands. Sheila Johnson broke rules by outgrowing hers. She co-founded Black Entertainment Television with her then-husband, Robert Johnson, in 1979. After their divorce, she sold her shares of BET and went on to invest in hotels throughout Florida and Virginia, as well as airplanes, real estate, and horses. Johnson became the first African-American woman to be an owner or partner in 3 professional sports franchises, the Washington Mystics of the WNBA, the Washington Wizards of the NBA, and the Washington Capitals of the NHL. Sheila Johnson made history as the first black woman to become a billionaire, with a net worth of $1 billion. 3 sports franchises, a luxury hotel empire. $1 billion, built after the marriage ended. She didn't just break the rules of wealth. She rewrote them on her own terms, proving that the most powerful chapter of a woman's story sometimes hasn't even started yet. Number 6. Tsitsi Masiyiwa, wife of Zimbabwean tech billionaire. Strive Masiyiwa, household net worth, $3+ billion. Strive Masiyiwa built Econet Global into a multi-billion-dollar technology empire spanning Africa and beyond, with a personal fortune exceeding $3 billion. But Tsitsi Masiyiwa has been quietly building something just as powerful, a human capital revolution. She and Strive have provided scholarships to more than 250,000 young Africans over the past 20 years through their Higher Life Foundation. 250,000 young people, given a future they might never have had. As founder of Delta Philanthropies, Tsitsi drives impact investing and grant-making to foster innovative poverty elimination solutions. In 2022, she initiated the Africa Gender Initiative, aiming to raise $50 million to support a $1 billion gender fund. In 2025, Tsitsi was appointed Chancellor of Amref International University in Nairobi and launched Remit Hope, a platform connecting diaspora support directly to communities in need across the continent. Strive built the infrastructure. Tsitsi filled it with people. That is what $3 billion looks like when it's used with purpose. Number 5. Dr. Precious Moloi Motsepe, wife of South African mining billionaire Patrice Motsepe. Household net worth, $3 billion. Personal estimated net worth, $800 million. Forbes magazine, Africa estimated the Motsepe family wealth at $3 billion, noting they are South Africa's wealthiest black couple. But Dr. Precious Moloi Motsepe was building her empire long before the cameras arrived. She started as a medical doctor, specializing in children's and women's health. And in 1993, she opened a women's health clinic in Rivonia, Johannesburg. Then she pivoted into fashion, into philanthropy, into global influence. In 2007, she established African Fashion International, an events, fashion, and lifestyle company to promote Pan-African designers to international audiences. In 2025, Dr. Precious was named among the 100 most reputable Africans and collaborated with the Met Gala and Vogue on a landmark exhibition celebrating Black dandyism and African style. With a personal estimated fortune of $800 million, Dr. Fashion mogul, university chancellor, Met Gala collaborator. She didn't follow a script. She wrote several. Number 4. Tina, Noel's mother, matriarch, and the woman behind the empire. Personal net worth, $25 to $30 million. Some women's power doesn't come through boardrooms. It comes through the children they raise and the vision they protect. Tina Knowles is an American businesswoman and fashion designer with a net worth of approximately $25 million. She co-founded the fashion label House of Derayon, built her own brand, Miss Tina, and her eye for style directly shaped the aesthetic of one of the most powerful artists in history. But Tina's greatest contribution to wealth may be this. She raised a daughter who understood that talent alone is never enough, that ownership is everything. The blueprint Beyoncé runs on today, the production company, the equity stakes, the master ownership, a lot of it was drawn at home in Houston by a woman who refused to let her daughter settle for anything less than extraordinary. $25 million of her own, and a daughter worth nearly $1 billion. That is generational wealth in its truest form. Number 3. Savannah James, wife of NB. A billionaire LeBron James. Personal net worth. $100 million. LeBron James is a billionaire. But Savannah James is not simply a billionaire's wife. Savannah James is a businesswoman and philanthropist with a personal net worth of $100 million, built through her own entrepreneurial ventures, investments, and brand partnerships, independent of her husband's fortune. She co-chairs the LeBron James Family Foundation, the organization behind the I Promise School in Akron, Ohio, which provides free tuition, meals, a food pantry, and wraparound family services to some of the most at-risk children in America. In 2025, she launched Reframe Beauty, a clinically tested skincare line developed in partnership with Howard University. She hosts the podcast Everybody's Crazy. She runs mentorship programs for young women across Akron. Savannah didn't just support LeBron's charity. She helped design what it gives, and she built an empire of her own while doing it. $100 million. Her name, her work. Number 2. Beyonce Knowles. Carter artist, CEO, and builder of generational wealth. Personal net worth, approximately $800 million. Combined family. Net worth, approximately $3.5 billion, yes. Beyoncé is someone's wife. She is also one of the most powerful wealth builders of her generation. Her net worth emerged from a strategy most fans never see: vertical integration of every revenue stream under companies she owns outright. She doesn't work for promoters. She owns production companies. She doesn't endorse brands. She holds equity stakes. Her 2023 Renaissance World Tour grossed $579 million, the highest-grossing tour for any Black artist in history. Her 2025 Cowboy Carter Tour raked in over $407 million, nearly $800 million in personal net worth, a fashion empire, a production company, a hair care line, equity stakes in tech. Combined with husband Jay-Z's $2.5 billion fortune, the Knowles-Carter family controls approximately $3.5 billion in assets. She redefined what a wife could be, what an artist could own, what a Black woman could build. Number 1. Sheila Crump Johnson, the Blueprint. Net worth, $1 billion. First Black female billionaire in history. We return to number 1 because Sheila Johnson's story deserves the final word. She was a concert violist who co-built a billion-dollar television network from scratch. She survived a divorce that could have ended everything and came out the other side with more power, more wealth, and more influence than when she went in. She reinvented herself in hospitality, in sports ownership, in philanthropy, and crossed the billion-dollar mark doing it. She did it without a safety net, without a second billionaire waiting in the wings, without a blueprint. She was the blueprint. And in doing so, she handed every Black woman who came after her a simple, devastating truth. The rules of wealth were never written for you. So the only option has always been to write your own.